Good morning, students. I hope you and your family members all are taking good care of yourselves. As you all are aware of current situation which we all are facing due to coronavirus, so we all have to adapt this new online teaching learning process. Now our school has also started online classes and I, Babita Nawani, will be going to teach physics to class 6th and 7th this year. I hope you all have purchased your notebooks and books. I am also thankful to all the parents for their continued support, cooperation and encouragement. This is what which keeps us ongoing. So students, let us start with our chapter 1, physical quantities and measurement. Our learning objectives are measurement of volume, that is 3D concept, measurement of area, regular and irregular shape, measurement of density and calculation of speed. So student, we all are familiar with the importance of measurement in our day-to-day life. As you have studied in your previous classes about physical quantities like mass, length, time and temperature. We have studied this in our previous class. Now, in this chapter, we will learn about the measurement of quantities like area, volume, density and speed. First of all, we will talk about volume. Volume is the amount of space occupied by an object. The SI unit of volume is cubic meter. M raised to the power 3. This is called cubic meter. Now, for example, we have a football and a rubber ball. Don't laugh. We have a football and a rubber ball, then football occupies more space than a rubber ball, even if the rubber ball is heavier than football. Means in order to pack them in a carton, we need a big carton for the football. Whenever we talk about the volume, we talk about the 3D objects. For example, if we talk about a square, this is not a 3D object. But if we talk about a cube, this is cube, this is called 3D image or 3D object. If we see this square, it has only length or breadth or all the sides of a square is always equal. Cube has also equal sides, but it has length, breadth and height also. Also, if we talk about a circle, as an example of circle, what you draw in your book, that is a circle, and sphere, a ball. Example of sphere is a ball. So sphere is a 3D object. So if we talk about a cuboid, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 surfaces. You can see here also 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5 and 6. So these surfaces, if we talk about its surfaces, so we can calculate area of one surface like this. But if we close it, so the space which is occupied by it is known as its volume. I think now it is clear to you what is volume. Now if we talk about the SI unit of volume, let us find out the volume of a solid, that is a cube. Volume of cube. We have to consider its length, breadth and height, because it is a 3D image. So let it be 1 meter. This is also 1 meter and height is also 1 meter. So 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. This will become meter into meter into meter, cubic meter. That is the SI unit of volume. It can also be expressed in sub-multiples of meter cube, such as decimeter cube and centimeter cube. For example, this 1 meter cube is equal to 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So we can write it 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. This will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeter, centimeter, centimeter. That is cubic centimeter. Now we will study about measurement of volume of liquids. The volume of a liquid is usually measured in liter or milliliter. Liquids do not have a fixed shape, you know that, and they take the shape of the container in which they are kept in. The maximum volume of liquid that a container can hold is known as its capacity. For example, this measuring can is filled up with water this much, up to this level. This is the volume of water, because water is taking this much of amount or this much of space of this measuring can. But actually the capacity of the can is 500 milliliter. We can pour some more water in this measuring can. So this is the difference between volume and capacity. Measuring of volume of liquid can be done with measuring cans, measuring cylinder and measuring vessel. This you have seen in a petrol pump, and this is used for petrol and diesel. This is also you have seen in dairies. They are using this to measure the milk, and these are the measuring cylinder used to measure the chemicals. When liquids such as water, kerosene, petrol, etc. are filled into these devices, the surface of the liquid becomes curved. It can be either concave or convex depending on the liquid and the surface. The curve in the upper surface of a liquid is called meniscus. Meniscus. That surface of liquid is
called meniscus.
So the students, we will continue the chapter in our next video. We will do exercise and question answers also. So be prepared with your pen and notebooks. We will do the question answers, and if you have any type of query, you can ask through the mail. Till the time we meet, be safe and stay at home.